Hello and welcome everybody. It's your old pal Chef Steven here at the Fisher's Test Kitchen. Of course, the beautiful signature table with our great friends from Green Bean Delivery. Bababadi. Hello and welcome everybody to with our great friends from Green Bean Delivery. So today we're going to make pub cheese. That great standard spreadable cheese featuring a lot of really great ingredients from Green Bean and our very own delicious Lupulin IPA. So this recipe, on the whole, is very simple. Just a little bit of prep work and everything else goes straight into a food processor. Today we're gonna kind of talk about not only, of course, cooking with beer, we do that a lot around here, but emulsification and temperatures. So this will be a really important step in this particular process so our pub cheese doesn't come out lumpy and kind of broken and weird. We want this to be nice and fluffy, almost mousse-like. And we've got a couple of really great cheeses today. Shining from Kentucky, we've got our Kenny's Farmhouse Cheddar, and then from the wonderful people at Car Valley Cheese, a nice little Applewood smoked cheddar as well, and then some Organic Valley cream cheese. This is going to help us kind of bring everything together, but to get started, we need to grate these down. So Alex can play some soft jazz or elevator music while I unwrap these guys, and we're just gonna use a hand grater, nice and simple. It's only we got about 8 ounces of cheese here, 5 ounces of cheese here. We're gonna add a little bit of sharp cheddar just to kind of round everything out, but here we go. So we've grated our cheeses and then we can go straight into our food processor. As previously mentioned, we're starting with just an extra 3 ounces of your favorite sharp cheddar. This just adds a little bit of body and really just kind of rounds out the whole thing, gives it a wonderful color because our other 2 cheeses have just a little more white. And then we've got our grated cheeses here, so we'll go in with those. And again, that's that Kenny's Farmhouse Cheddar and the Car Valley Applewood Smoked Cheddar. Cool. So now that our cheese is in our food processor, we need to add just a few ingredients, and then we're going to start to break them down a little bit more so we can kind of emulsify everything and bring it all together. We're going to add just a little bit of granulated garlic. You can use fresh if you want. 2 cloves fresh, maybe about 2 teaspoons of granulated. We've got some dry mustard powder for that wonderful kind of piquant flavoring. Some wonderful Bourbon Barrel Foods Worcestershire, so great Worcestershire sauce that's been aged in bourbon barrels, of course. And then some Pubpaya hot sauce. So this is a habanero-based hot sauce. You can completely leave this out. You can add just a little if you want. This also has some papaya and some pineapple inside, which goes perfectly with the hop varietals that are in our Lupulin IPA. So after our cheese and hot sauce and everything else came together, we added about 8 ounces of Organic Valley cream cheese and our beer. So the most important thing about the beer is that it is room temperature. Too cold, the mixture might seize up. Too warm, of course, and then it might just kind of melt everything and it can get really oily. We slowly poured that in and then let this go for just about 3 to 5 minutes or until perfectly kind of emulsified and comes together. You'll see that it's even kind of mousse-like or fluffy. And then taste first. We didn't need any salt, of course, because we have all of that beautiful cheese in there. We did add just a little pinch of pepper, but everything else was really ready to go. And then we'll get ready to serve. And this is definitely one of those things that'll keep for a good couple of weeks in your refrigerator, but I doubt it'll last that long. We've got all of those really wonderful flavors of the smoked cheddar, the white cheddar, the sharp cheddar, that little tang from the Worcestershire and the hot sauce. Of course, you can chop these, but I do occasionally like, with more delicate herbs, just to use a nice sharp pair of scissors. It doesn't bruise them as much. And of course, it's just fun to use your scissors. Just don't run with them. So we're gonna serve this with some crackers, pretzels. You can do veg. You can do flatbreads. You can put it on a burger. Honestly, the possibilities are kind of endless, but great game day snack for you sports ball fans out there. And of course, it has all the delicious hoppy flavor of Lupulin Astronaut as well. And that's it. It's nice and simple. Great recipe for easy pub cheese, featuring all of those great cheeses from Green Bean. Of course, we want to thank them, and of course, the wonderful people here at the Fisher's Test Kitchen at the Signature Table. You can find this recipe at greenbeandelivery.com/blog. And we want to thank you. Of course, if you like what we're doing, go ahead and like down there. And of course, subscribe as well. Alex and I are doing as many of these as we possibly can, and we're just going to keep going, right? Right? Okay, good. And of course, our wonderful employers at Sun King. They're great people too. That's where you can get awesome merch like my shirt. That's where you can get awesome beer. And all of those links are below. And we hope you guys have a great day. Go out and make it a cheesy, cheesy, cheesy day.